My name is Alia, and I live alone. I want to be clear about something before I tell you what happened. I am not the kind of person who frightens easily. I grew up on horror. I sought it out deliberately. Late nights, lights off, volume low. Not to prove anything to anyone, but because it was how I unwound. I knew how it worked. The build-up, the misdirection, the release. The way your brain manufactures dread from almost nothing when the conditions are right. I understood the mechanics of it, and understanding the mechanics had always been enough to keep me comfortable. Fear, to me, was a thing that happened to other people, or a thing that happened to me only when I chose it, only when I had my hand on the controls. I had spent years in that kind of confidence, and until that night, it had never once worked against me. That was what I believed going into that night. I want you to understand that clearly, because it matters for what comes after. This was 2017. You'll remember the trend if you were online then. The Bloody Mary challenge. Turn off the lights, light a candle, stand in front of a mirror, and say the name 3 times. Videos of it were everywhere. On every platform, in every comment section, recommended to you whether you asked for it or not. I had watched dozens of them. People laughing, people screaming, people doing exactly what the camera needed them to do at exactly the right moment. None of it ever looked real. All of it looked like exactly what it was: performance. People chasing views by pretending to be frightened of their own reflection in a dark bathroom. I had watched enough of them to feel certain I understood what the format was. I decided to try it myself. Not because I believed anything would happen, the opposite entirely. I wanted to be the one who did it calmly and walked away with a result. Nothing. Just my own face in the mirror, underlit by a candle, looking faintly ridiculous. I thought it would make a good story. I thought it would be funny. I should have gone to sleep. Instead, I got up, found a candle, and walked to the bathroom. I'm sure all of these videos are fake. There's no way a ghost will appear by just saying Bloody Mary. You know what? Let's just prove them all wrong. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. I knew it. All of those are just for views. I ran. I didn't look back. I didn't stop to think or collect myself, or do any of the things I would have told you an hour before that I would do in a situation like this. My feet hit the floor, and I was already moving before I had made any conscious decision to move. Out of the bathroom, down the hallway, into the kitchen, where I stopped under the lights with my back pressed flat against the wall, and my heart going so fast I could feel it in my jaw. I stood there for a long time. The kitchen light buzzed faintly above me. The rest of the apartment was quiet. I kept my eyes on the hallway, and I did not go back. I had gone in there to prove nothing would happen. I want to be honest about what that means, now that a year has passed and I have had enough time to sit with it. I was wrong. Not a little wrong. Not wrong in the way you are when you misread a situation or startle at something ordinary. Wrong in the way that changes the shape of things permanently. The way that quietly rearranges what you thought you understood about what is and isn't possible, and never quite rearranges it back. That was a year ago, and I still can't look at mirrors the same way. Not just that bathroom mirror, any mirror. I avoid them. I reroute around them without thinking about it, the way you learn to avoid a step that creaks. Even when I pass by one, I make sure not to look too long. I keep my eyes moving. I find somewhere else to land them. Because sometimes, in the moment before I look away, it feels like something is already looking back. Not a reflection, something behind it. Something that has been there for a while, patient in the way that things are patient when they are not bound by the same limits you are. Watching, waiting.